Hey, what are you doing?
I didn't do my free daily spins on FanDuel, so I'm doing casino spins right now.
Oh, nice.
Damn. Oh wait.
Did you
Oh, I
win?
got a casino bonus.
Ooh.
Let's see how much I get. I'm doing this one hand, so it's a little hard.
Oh.
75 cents?
Whoa. You won the jackpot. Okay.
I wish.
Damn.
What's Lynn doing?
Playing this game called Capybara Friends, and it's like a claw machine, and you just like stack capybaras and then they like merge.
Why is that a trend right now? I've seen so many games like that.
I don't know. I just like it because there's capybaras and obviously they're my favorite.
Well,
But
yeah, obviously they're your favorite, but it's like I've
yeah.
seen the fruit version, the jellyfish version.
Jellyfish?
Yeah, there's one with jellyfish. I
Oh,
don't
I
know
need to
why.
play that.
Oh gosh. Should we start recording though? Should we get off our phones finally?
Yeah.
That's a good plan. Welcome to
Okay.
the Jungle Hour.
Welcome to the Jungle Hour.
This is actually going to be another new episode because brand new show,
Ooh.
episode 6. We
Yeah.
need we need to try different stuff. Lynn has actually a surprise for me for this week. What did you want to do this week?
Oh, I was thinking about things that I used to do, and I used to do Buzzfeed quizzes. So I thought it would be fun for Braden and I to do quizzes together and then talk out our choices.
So whatever we choose will be something we agree on.
Yeah.
So we're only going to do the quizzes once.
Yep. Just once. And we have to agree. And there might be a little bit of
Ooh,
arguing, but at the end of the day, still my co-host.
still my co-host. Okay.
Oh, our co-host, I mean.
No, we had it right the first time. Because you're my co-host and I'm your co-host. So in
Okay,
both contexts, it's my co-host.
okay, yeah, that makes sense.
Okay. You sent me a few links, so I'm gonna get the
Yeah,
first one open.
I just chose random ones.
Choose a TV show per decade to unlock your true and honest alignment. I can sense a chaotic evil miles away. This just screams early 2000s with these like secondary captions.
Like very Tumblr, like
I was gonna
2014.
Tumblr or even like oh, do you know what this is? This is
What?
modern Reddit. Some dramatic thing and then a funny witty aftertaste.
Okay, that kind of makes sense.
Oh shoot,
Oh,
it's a lot of options. Okay.
yeah.
So choose a show from the 1950s. Alfred Hitchcock. I don't know any of these, Lindsay.
Neither do I,
Leave It
except
to
for,
Beaver. That seems like a porno. That's what that sounds like.
I mean, who knows? They were freaky back in the 50s. Like,
Were
you never
they?
know.
Perry
I
Mate.
don't know.
The Donna Reed actually sounds. Zorro sounds very familiar. Hold on.
Zorro's
Oh,
like
it's the
iconic.
yes. Okay.
Twilight Zone.
Twilight Zone. Oh, we're Disney people, so we're gonna choose this, aren't we? But it's not. It's not a Disney podcast.
Yeah, it's not. It's
It's not a
not.
Disney. It's not a Disney podcast.
I would say Twilight Zone, like that, if you think about it, that was the original Goosebumps.
It really was. I want to choose Gunsmoke because it just sounds like a boy show.
A
I'm
boy
actually curious
show.
though. What is Gunsmoke?
Yeah, I put like Gunsmoke 50s. Oh, it's like a
Oh,
Western.
that aired on CBS for 20 seasons. That's actually
Whoa.
really impressive. Longest running prime television western in history. Top rated show from 1957 to 61 and maintained excellent.
I've
Huh?
never heard of it.
Is this the one with Clint Eastwood?
I thought he
Maybe.
only
Who knows?
did movies. My bad.
Either way, we actually know Twilight Zone, and I've seen a few Twilight Zones,
Pretty
so
good.
I think
The
we're gonna choose this.
originals.
Did you ever read uh the comics at the gift shop of Tower of Terror?
No.
So you never read the one about the aliens that went to a small town?
No.
Can I do a little story time?
Yeah, story time.
So the comic
Hmm.
shows an alien UFO coming down to like imagine like a rural town in in the 60s to 70s, I want to say, because like
Yeah.
it's like clear there's no like easy communication of telephones, there's no iPhones, internet really isn't a thing.
Mhm.
Like all these people are like coming out of their house in their PJs, their robes, whatever it may be. And it's like a town with like, it's kind of weird. I think it only shows us like two streets that like
Mhm.
amalgamated and talked in the middle of the road. And they're like, well, I saw it crash over on the hill just behind us, and I'm not too sure how long it happened ago because I think I was half asleep when it first happened or something like that. Like they're talking,
Yeah.
but then one or two of them gets really paranoid and they go, well, how do we know they aren't shapeshifters and they're not one of us? And then everyone kind of looks at each other. And at one point, this boy that like had to been like 10 in the comics or something, he goes like, he says something along the lines, it's like, there's no way they could do that. We all walked out of our own houses. So like, it sounds like the kid is
Mhm.
trying to make an excuse as to why there shouldn't be a reason to be scared. And then one of the neighbors just shoots the kid dead.
Wait,
it's
what?
it's fucking crazy. Like it's the kid is, I don't know if it's shot or if he stabs him. I think it's shot because if you stab the child in like that setting, you stab a child, period. But like I feel like in that setting it would have been like even more gruesome. But like it was just like bang.
I'm shocked.
This was at a Disney gift shop, which was the craziest thing.
That's
So
crazy.
then the obviously the father's like Tommy, and he's like freaking out, and everyone starts looking at the one guy who shot, but then the guy who shot
Yeah.
is trying to justify why it was okay that he killed him because he had these like oh they're like you can't trust what he was saying because he was saying it like this, and I known that boy and that boy would never talk like that. And then everyone goes, well, wouldn't it make more sense for you to shoot him because you're skeptical and you're making all this up, so you're the shapeshifter? So they all start bickering, they
No.
all start arguing, and then it like basically becomes like a slaughter. They like pull away before that happens, and it shows the aliens on the hill they crashed on, and like there's like a their language, but then it shows the translation, and it's
Mhm.
like they clearly aren't ready for us to make contact, let's leave. So they never actually made interaction with the humans because the humans were so paranoid.
That's freaky.
I wonder, see if
That
I can
is
actually find it
freaky.
a
So
comic.
I know you said it was a comic. Do you think there's like a episode of it, like actual Twilight Zone like episode?
I don't I don't know, because like that's the other thing, it's really hard to find comics
Yeah.
or like the show in general. This is gonna take like a long time to search up, so maybe I'll just give it a pause, or I'm gonna do a little editing for this episode. I'll just
Mhm.
like, I got it.
Oh,
Uh,
heck yes.
It is called "The Monsters Are Due on Maple Street." So this is the plot for the show. So I'm gonna assume the comic is close enough to what I described, mixed with what this is. One late summer afternoon, Maple Street is full of children playing and adults talking and doing yard work when a shadow passes over, accompanied by a roar and a flash of light. Everyone notices, but they assume it is a passing meteor and resume their activities. Was meteors just a common thing in like the what 60s or something like that?
I don't know.
That's not a thing nowadays.
Yeah.
Like you see like the infrequent like meteor passes over Russia.
Yeah.
The residents soon discover that their power went off, affecting stoves, lawnmowers, cars, phones, even portable radios, and they gather in the street to discuss the situation. Pete Van Horn volunteers to walk over to Floral Street to see if it is affected. Why can't we have streets named like this? Maple Street, Floral Street, Peach Street. His
So many
neighbors,
streets.
Steve Brand and Charlie Fransworth, decide to go into town to investigate further, but Tommy, a neighborhood boy, urges them not to go. Tommy has read a story of an alien invasion causing similar issues, and they say that the monsters do not want anyone to leave the street. Tommy adds that in the story, the aliens are living as a family that appears to be human, but are actually scouts. See, okay, so that's what he said.
Mhm.
I misquoted the comic a bit. And the power outage they cause is to isolate the neighborhood. The adults are incredulous, assuring him that the cause is natural. Another resident, Les Goodman, tries unsuccessfully to start his car. Uh, this makes the neighbors suspect that Les may be an alien, As they all gather, one woman brings up Les' late nights spent standing in the garden. See, like it's just this thing of like one
Yeah.
guy is paranoid of another, paranoid of another.
Just kind of snowballs.
It's ridiculous of a comic, but it's like I read that just in the
Mhm.
shop because my parents were looking at the other merch. I'm like, I want to see a comic book.
Yeah.
We got so sidetracked on this quiz. Let's go to the
Oops.
60s. Choose a show from the 60s. Bewitched, Days of Our Lives, General Hospital, Hogan Heroes, I Dream of Jeannie, Peyton Place, Scooby Doo, Where Are You, Star Trek, The Brady Bunch, Flintstones.
Ooh, we have some good
Yeah, we
ones.
actually have good ones. What is the Brady
Dang.
Bunch? Because I've definitely heard of that. Is
It's
it the one where
basically,
it's like a 3x3 grid? Yeah, it's this
yeah,
one.
the blended family.
hmm See, I feel like a lot of these shows, I'm just gonna be thinking of WandaVision.
That's
I
fair.
have I know that like Star Trek nowadays it's like really enjoyable. I think Star Trek just in general you can enjoy it.
Mhm.
But like the newest show that's out with the guy who made Family Guy, the guy who made American
Oh,
Dad.
that's not Star Trek. That's like a parody, kind of,
No, no,
almost.
no, but that actor.
Yeah, Seth MacFarlane.
Yeah, Seth MacFarlane's in the show for Star Trek.
Is he?
Orville. Yes.
That's a Star Trek show? I
Um
thought it was a parody of Star Trek.
oh shoot, is it?
I don't know.
Oh no, I'm about to make some people upset. A Star Trek knockoff? It was inspired primarily. Whoops.
Oops.
I'm off my game today. Either way, I want to say Scooby Doo because I actually grew up with this.
Yeah. I love the Brady Bunch, but Scooby Doo's pretty, like, solid. It's classic.
Now choose a show from the 70s. Battlestar Galactica, Charlie's Angels, Different Strokes, All in the Family, Happy Days, Little House on the Prairie, Mork and Mindy, Saturday Night. That counts?
Yeah.
Interesting.
Started in the
Wonder Woman and the
70s.
Love Boat.
I gotta
I don't
say,
know any of these. Lynn, you got to help me out.
I gotta go with SNL.
Okay. I'll
Saturday
take
Night
it.
Live.
Yeah, I think SNL is good.
Yeah.
Now the 80s, Full House, Home and Away, The Simpsons, Murder She Wrote, Baywatch, Cheers, Golden Girls, Saved by the Bell, Who's the Boss?
Why is The
They put The
Simpsons their
Simpsons
choice?
twice. They either really want people to choose The Simpsons or they ran out of 80 shows to put on here.
Yeah.
Shit.
This is hard because I watched all of Saved by the Bell and I really enjoyed it. And I also really love the Golden Girls, but I also love The Simpsons.
I would do The Simpsons because I think I've actually like understand that out of all the other ones.
Yeah, let's do The Simpsons.
90s, Buffy, Charm, Dawson's Creek, Friends, Mr. Bean, Pokemon, X Files, Will and Grace, Sex and the City, Law and Order, Special Victims Unit.
Ooh,
Ooh,
this one's a good one.
there's a good mix.
Yeah,
I kind of want to do Mr. Bean.
interesting. My vote has to be for Sex in the City
Why is that?
because I just love women talking shit.
Damn. Damn. I don't even want to argue that because I feel like that would be really rude if I argue that. Shit, you put me in a
No,
corner.
I was gonna say we should probably do Pokemon though.
I'm not. I'll be honest. I don't like Pokemon.
I'm not a Pokemon person either, but I don't know, I really like the theme song.
It
Gotta
changes every
catch 'em
season though.
all. Does it?
Eh,
Like Power Rangers?
yeah, because they're always like a different like not studio, but it's like it's different like aspect. Like it's supposed to focus on like a different issue in the show. It's also
Oh,
kind of like the more I think about Pokemon, the more I'm like there's a lot of bullshit where it's like Arceus is a normal type Pokemon and he has weaknesses to just like normal attacks, like
yeah.
fighting attacks. Where it's like he is God. He's him. And you're gonna say that you can use Fury Fist and he gets knocked down half his health? Bullshit. Okay,
Ooh.
this we can actually understand because
This one's gonna be hard.
we were both born on 2000 or after. I hate being sick. Breaking Bad, Community, Grey's Anatomy, How I Met Your Mother, Lost, Naruto, One Tree Hill, Parks Recreation, Supernatural, and The Office. Fuck, we actually have a lot of good ones.
I know.
I'm a sucker. I know you like Breaking Bad too.
I love Breaking Bad.
I am not allowing you to choose Grey's Anatomy. I'll say that. I know you literally just talked about what is it, McDreamy
Oh,
and Mick.
McDreamy or McSteamy?
And isn't that a nickname in the world of the show?
Yeah.
How is that not like a sexual harassment HR claim
There's a
that
lot of
everyone in the
stuff.
office? There's a lot.
Yeah. They're
Isn't
like,
also like a reoccurring theme in some episodes the fact that the patient can't afford the surgery because of medical bills in the States?
yeah.
That's
They have something
so
like that.
sad. You could never do that in Canada.
Damn.
Just saying. Um, which one's Community again? Oh, that's fucking you.
Oh, community college. No,
Yeah.
honestly, that show is so real. I really like that show, but it kind of fell off after like season
I
4 or
feel like you would
5.
either be her, I don't know her name, or you'd be him.
Annie. I'm like Annie and Abed. That's Abed. I'm like both of them.
Is that Annie?
Yeah,
Okay. See, I know you.
you know me.
I think How I Met Your Mother is actually a really good show.
I haven't watched it.
You have, oh, fuck.
I know.
You have to. It's kind of funny because he basically he spends 9 years explaining how he met his wife.
Aw.
But it could have been like, I met her at a wedding. But it
Oh.
was like, I met this person, then I dated this person, then I had this life event, then I had this life. It's like, motherfucker, make a podcast if you're gonna yap so much.
Not
God
the
damn.
podcast.
If How I Met Your Mother did happen in modern day, he would
Mhm.
have a podcast. He would just want everyone to hear him just
That's
yap.
so true.
He's the original yapper. I think these two just know. I've heard mixed things about Lost and
Yeah.
Naruto. Just no. I honestly lost interest in Parks and Recreation very very early on, and this is gonna be the hottest take. I don't think The Office is a good show.
Oh, that is a hot take.
I think it has a lot of inconsistencies that I realize.
Mhm.
So it kind of just like takes away from like, oh, that's not an actual character trope. That's just something for the episode they wrote.
Yeah.
So
I don't
what
know.
should we go with though?
I say Breaking Bad. Breaking
Okay.
Bad's like art.
What about like Supernatural? Do you know that?
Do I
Oh, of
know
course
it?
you watch Supernatural.
That was my jam in high school.
Yeah.
Yeah. I
Okay.
was obsessed with Dean.
And now 2010s.
Ooh.
911, American Horror Story, Game of Thrones. Game of Thrones is really weird if you ask me.
I haven't watched it.
Oh my god, you. That show's kind of like it gave me a lot of anxiety watching it, but it's a good show.
It's really good.
Um
This is
Walking
kind of
Dead was
hard.
good, but they went on and on.
I will say this is going to be a hot take. I binge watch The Walking Dead and I usually just like stopped past a certain season, but I actually watched the whole entire thing, like to the very end. And I have to say, the later seasons were actually really good if you stuck around. Like, I actually like
Mm.
them better than the earlier seasons.
Like did it kind of drop but then it picked right back up?
Yeah,
Interesting.
it's
Okay.
really good.
Rick and Morty I would have chosen if there wasn't like a lot of bad news articles about the guy. Because I think it is a very well written show and it's very comical.
You have to have a high IQ to understand it,
Exactly. You
or
need to
so
be an
I've heard.
engineer. I think Black Mirror only has a handful of good episodes. I don't think all the Black Mirror episodes are good.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
yeah. I think it like really depends because some are like really good, and then others I'm just like, okay, this is kind of boring. Like, it doesn't thrill me.
What's your initial thought on what to choose though?
I don't know. Part of me, I'm biased right now. I'm watching 911. And it's really good. And they have an episode coming out soon, like a three-part episode called Be NATO. But I probably have to say You is probably the best choice here. Very
Thank you.
anxiety inducing.
because I'll say this 911, any show that's like it dramatizes first responders, I have this weird like hold on about, you
Yeah.
know what I mean? That's another reason where I'm like kind of weird about Grey's Anatomy because I'm like, isn't it like a very stressful life?
It is very stressful.
This is going to be basically just every streaming service. There's not going to be anything that's like on TV.
Yeah.
Abbott Elementary, Bridgerton, Heartstopper, Emily in Paris, Interview with a Vampire, Loki. Loki only has 2 seasons. Only Murderers in the Building, The Bear, Wednesday, and Yellow Jackets. Oh shit.
I know what I'm picking.
What do you like?
I really enjoyed Abbott Elementary. I didn't watch like all of it. I watched a few episodes, but it's really funny.
Really?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah,
If I watched The Bear, I'd be able to have an opinion, but I haven't. I keep
I
forgetting to
know. It
watch
does
it.
look really good though.
I'll give you the 2020s.
Oh my gosh.
We're
Chaotic
chaotic right.
good
If
with
it means
Walter
we would
White.
get, yeah, we're so Walter White. If it means we would get the product of pod and you're willing to break the rules is not a total deal breaker for you. Okay.
Okay.
Um, what's the next one we should do? You have a list. Can you tell
Yeah.
us from your list which one we should do?
I think we should do 19 things that are hated on more than they should be.
Okay. Wait, this is a quiz?
Yeah, it is.
Oh, I see.
Hmm.
So it's stuff, and then we say if we agree or disagree.
Yeah.
Oh, this is a little different. Okay. So, okay, first one. Actually, no. Lynn, you read these out. I've
Okay.
talked too much.
Yeah, you have. Sitting idle. I hate it when it's labeled as wasting time. You need some time for your brain to slow down and just exist. It's not a crime. For this one, I agree. I think it's nice to take a little break and just kind of unwind.
So you're saying you agree with sitting idle from time to time?
Yeah.
Yeah, I same. I don't see how people I can get why people get like they feel guilty.
Yeah.
But that's kind of bullshit if you ask me. I think that's just North American mindset of you need to be active. You need to
Yeah.
be productive, which is kind of unhealthy if you ask me.
You need to take a break.
I would love to meet the 400 people that thinks that sitting around is a bad thing from time to time. All right, number 2.
Changing your mind on things. People act like it's a sign of weakness, but it actually shows growth. Admitting you're wrong or seeing things differently is how you evolve, not something to be ashamed of. Um,
This is too broad
yeah.
cuz changing your minds on things could be fucking anything.
Yeah.
Political, sexuality, even if you want to go out for a dinner, if you decide last minute I would rather stay home.
Yeah. I say I would agree. Like, you can change your mind. And to quote the great Hannah Montana, you can change your hair, you can change your clothes, you can change your mind. That's just the way it goes. So I say it's okay to change your mind on things. Like, it's fine. And we lost him.
We said this isn't a Disney podcast.
It's not. Hannah Montana is Disney, but she's an icon. She's a legend. I gotta give her a little shout out here and there.
We can't escape the Disney allegations. Holy shit. Okay, I'll agree for the general sense because yes, it's totally fine to change your
Yeah.
mind, change your hair, change your clothes, change the way you are. But like the first example that came to mind was when people decide like 5 minutes before the plans that they don't want to do them. It's like,
Oh, I
well,
hate that.
I'm fucking ready. I'm
Yeah.
mentally prepared to go out for dinner.
Yeah. You know what they used to
Okay.
call me back in high school? A flaker, because I would flake out last minute.
No, you didn't.
I did too.
Lindsay,
I know. I
why would you do
know.
that?
Because I didn't want to go out. I made plans and I was like, oh, let's go out. And then plan time came around. I was like,
I only did that once so far, like in school, but it was because I was busy. I made
yeah,
plans and I realized I have a lot more to do than I realize. Yeah.
it happens.
Number 3.
Oh, okay. The word moist. I think everyone hates it because the internet said to 10 years ago. I don't know. I think it depends on the context you're using it. If you're saying that's a very moist cake, sure, that's fine. But I think if you're like, ooh, like,
Give me an example, Lindsay, of when using the word moist is bad. Let the
um,
viewers know what you're thinking.
it's like, ooh, that towel, that towel feels really moist. That I
Oh,
would be like, I don't really know. Um, I don't know. There are worse words to hate. So personally, I say, I mean, I don't really like, wait, if I
was
say,
moist? Yeah, wait, hold on.
wait.
So what is the okay, so what is the context? So if you
Oh,
I
if
sitting
you
idle
agree
is
with them.
but who am I agreeing with? That the word moist is hated or the word moist shouldn't be hated?
Yeah, this person didn't really make their stance clear on this. I think everyone hates it. Oh, do you agree that everyone hates it just because the internet said so? I think so. Personally, I think so.
I'm confused how to answer this. See, and look at that split.
Wow.
Okay, fourth.
Other people's interests. People love to just hate things like they're a movie hero with a vengeance. My boy, it literally doesn't affect you. Fucking chill. I say I agree.
With what? I'm still confused. What
Like,
happened between the second and the third post?
I think this one's saying, like, do you agree that it's stupid to hate on other people's interests?
It is stupid because, well, hear me out.
I'm hearing you out.
There's some things out in the world that you should hate if someone likes. I'm not going to give examples because then I'm going to be talking a little too much politically. But I
Oh,
feel like there's things in the world where if you like it or them or a thing, it can be like, that's inappropriate.
yeah.
Things like mass collecting, I'm just like, it's so unnecessary.
Yeah.
Like people who get like 100 Stanleys, people who have 100 Loungeflies.
Mhm.
I don't get it.
Mhm.
And I feel like it's bad consumerism. What
Mhm.
do you have on your shelf? What do you have on your shelf, Lynn?
Like 100 Barbie movies?
I have every Marvel movie from phase 1 to 3, so I can't blame you.
Nice.
Yeah. So what am I saying? So I'm saying that
Do you agree that people, like, should not hate others for what they like?
so it shouldn't be hated on. I
Yeah.
think it shouldn't be hated on. Like you can silently judge, but
Yeah.
you shouldn't voice it.
I feel like for some of these things, it, like, depends. Like, I mean, like, in a general sense, but obviously if someone likes something, like, really weird or inappropriate, I'd be kinda like, side eye.
Side eye.
Side eye.
Here's where the two of us are going to disagree badly. Sleeping in. People act like you're useless members of society if you sleep in past 10 a.m. I don't agree. I don't think using the term useless member of society is appropriate, but I think sleeping in reinforces bad habits in your body's sleep cycles, and it can like very negatively affect your mindset of what your body believes you need versus what you actually need.
Yeah, I gotta say for this one, I had the same stance as you. I know I love sleep. I'm always like, "Oh, I wanna sleep in more," but it does have a bad effect because, like, the later you sleep in, the later you stay up, and this
Mm-hmm.
whole cycle is just going to repeat
Mm-hmm.
and never stop, essentially.
Yeah. Meanwhile, didn't I sleep in until 11 a.m. today?
Yes.
So I'm a complete hypocrite.
Right.
Um, but I didn't mean to, so it's okay because I
It was
know
an
I'm guilty.
accident.
I'm guilty, Your Honor. So we don't agree.
Yeah.
Okay. Ooh, we're on pop.
Ooh. Oh,
Oh fuck.
this one's gonna be a hot take.
Should we skip this one?
I I don't know. I wanna view results. Let's view results, though.
We're not gonna answer. We're not
I
gonna answer. Oh, okay. So the split's even closer than this one.
yeah.
I wonder what we would have chosen. Number 7. People choose not to drink who aren't receiving alcoholics or pregnant. Oh, recovering alcoholics. Sometimes people who do drink have decided they don't feel like drinking that night. The reasoning being they simply don't want to.
I agree, like, it's fine,
I
like,
agree. Yeah.
You shouldn't be pressured to drink. Like, everyone has their reasons why they don't want to, and you don't have to
How
give
can you
anyone a
say
reason.
that's a little ridiculous?
Yeah.
There's also people that straight up cannot have alcohol. Like there's some
Mhm.
people who have like body allergies to alcohol.
Yeah. Or if they take medications.
Oh yeah.
Mhm.
You know you can there's a certain not disorder, but like a thing when people are born where some people get drunk if they have cheese or bread.
Yes.
You've
I know
heard
what
about
you're
that.
yes.
Yeah, it's like their body ferments it essentially,
Mhm.
so it breaks it down into an alcohol. So
Yeah.
that's crazy. You can get plastered over a cheese pizza.
It's crazy. I saw that on Grey's Anatomy.
Oh, I think I've seen the clip from that or
Yeah.
TikTok. TikTok clips like that are like hypnotic. You're just like, what happened in the next clip?
Oh
And then
my
you go to their
gosh.
page.
It's like part 6, part 10.
I hate when they do like part one of one and then they
Yeah.
jump to a different show. It's like, no, I want to
Yeah.
continue the one I was watching. Guy Fieri, he actually does quite a bit of charity work. People dislike Guy Fieri. This is new news to me.
Supposedly.
We did another cut because we searched up why people dislike Guy Fieri, and it was a bit
Much.
expressive. Yeah, it
Yeah.
was a bit much for the podcast, and we don't really want to say that on the podcast.
Yeah.
So this episode is going to have a lot of jumping like this,
I like
and we're
Guy
back.
Fieri. Oh,
I like Guy Fieri too.
me
I did
too.
a jump. Like I said, we're going to have a lot of jumps this episode.
The one thing I don't like about Guy Fieri, though, is he got rid of the best item off of his menu at Chicken Guy.
What did he get off? What did he take off?
It was the street corn bowl. It was so good.
Hot take, I don't like corn.
Oh.
So I wouldn't bat an eye if I knew that happened. I did one day where I tried like I think a dozen different sauces with my
Yeah.
chicken just to be like, what is the ranch like? What is the honey barbecue?
Mm.
What is the Cajun? What is the bar? The.
What is
They
everything?
there was a lot of good ones.
So I'm gonna go ahead and read the next one here. Prince Harry and Meghan Markle. Jesus Christ, people need to get over it and leave them alone. I agree.
Yeah, I think it's also a weird thing where it's like they're royalty, but
Yeah.
people don't understand or respect royalty like they did in the past because
Mhm.
like isn't it kind of like the government in the UK does a lot of work and the royal family is kind of like exempt from a lot of things that they have to do as like a citizen?
I
Isn't
know
that like a big
nothing.
part of it?
I know really nothing about the royal family.
It's also crazy how much people can stay up to date with that kind of stuff because
I
I could never.
Yeah.
Number 10, Lindsay.
Fast food workers. Most of y'all have no idea how hard we actually work or how horribly y'all treat us for no reason whatsoever. I agree. People are so fucking mean to fast food workers.
Are we doing just baseline like someone who does their job and has like no attitude, or are we talking
Yeah.
like the whole spectrum where there's people that couldn't give less of a fuck?
I definitely think like there are people who maybe like aren't as like passionate about it and they
Hmm.
might not really have like the best attitude about it.
Yeah.
But I guess like in general I would say like it is a pretty fast-paced job,
Hmm.
and I can definitely understand, like, if people are hangry, they're gonna be like, "Where is my food?" So I kinda, like, take it out on them.
I don't just being hangry. I don't think is enough of an excuse.
Yeah.
There's
It's
no
like, "Don't be
excuse.
a
Period.
dick."
Yeah, exactly. Like they're working. There's no
Yeah,
reason to get mad at them for doing their job at the pace that they normally do it.
yeah,
But no, I agree. You shouldn't take your anger out on anybody, especially not a fucking employee who's like either trying to make ends meet or like they're doing a part-time job because they're a student.
yeah.
It's kind of sad actually. I don't know if this is in America as well, but in
Mhm.
Canada, the McDonald's near my home, there's a sign on the window for the drive-through that says like some along the lines of like McDonald's doesn't tolerate harassment or like targeted like verbal offenses or physical offense
That is
for
not
their
something
employees.
here.
It's essentially a way to say like you're not allowed to abuse our employees, but it's like why do you have to explicitly say that? Shouldn't people just not fucking do that?
Yeah, like,
It's kind of sad.
common sense.
All right, number
Liking pop
11.
Ooh, liking popular things is hated on more than it should be. Enjoying mainstream trends doesn't make someone's taste less valid, yet it's often dismissed as being unoriginal. I think this one's true.
I'm confused. What am I agreeing with or disagreeing with?
Like,
It's okay to like popular things.
yeah, a lot of people like want to be different, and it's kind of like a thing to hate on things that are popular.
My thing mainly is like if I don't like a popular song, it's because I hear it so often that it gets annoying.
Oh my god, yes.
Like my friends would listen to Ed Sheeran a lot, which is who we're looking at. And it kind of got annoying because I was like, I hear him so often that it's just like I don't want to listen to Ed Sheeran again. I want to listen
Yeah.
to something else. Okay, I'll agree. Any hobby, movie, or book? Of course, it's Twilight, or a book series that is particularly popular amongst women and girls.
What?
What?
This is one where I'm like, huh? Like,
Yeah, yeah.
I
The
definitely
two of us are just don't know what the fuck is going on now.
Yeah, I definitely think it is a thing for people to hate on things that like girls like I think back like to One Direction and people are like, "Oh, like ew, you like One Direction, like that's such a girl thing." So I definitely think it is a thing and like people do hate on things that are made for women and for girls.
Yeah, because sexism. Vegan food. Next.
I actually really like some vegan things.
Oh, I tried going to a vegan cafe one day, and there was like turkey, like tofu bacon on my
Yeah.
bagel, and it was the weirdest thing ever.
Oh, that would have
It was
tripped
like
me out.
it was like seeds and beans that were like crushed up. It was so odd.
Oh my gosh.
I'm a I'm a carnivore. I can't do vegan food.
I kind of want to try vegan bacon now.
No,
I like tofu, like crispy tofu. It has to be like crispy.
trust me, you don't want tofu bacon.
Okay.
There's
Oh,
people who we love Nickelback.
I love Nickelback.
No conversation about that.
I love Nickelback.
They get way more hate than I think it's hated either because some people found it annoying or like the
Yeah,
jokes got annoying of using Nickelback music.
I just love Nickelback.
People who choose to be child free, you're allowed to not have kids.
Yeah, like that is completely your choice. I hate when people are like, "Oh, why don't you want to have kids?" Like that's not your business.
Exactly.
Like if people want to have kids, let them be. If people don't, oh man, should I take
Lindsay, what does it say?
should I take it away? Dis
Yeah.
Disney adults get so much hate and shame. I don't see the problem with adults enjoying something, and it makes me sad to see them get ripped to shreds over a harmless interest slash passion. Adults enjoying a theme park character or aesthetic isn't hurting anyone.
What should we do
Ooh.
for the over under for the don't agree?
I'm gonna say there's going to be 70% of people who agree and 30% who do not agree.
So, okay, well, 30, as 30, do you have the over or the under?
What does that mean?
So it's like if it's like so if the number's 30 or your baseline is 30, you're going to say the don't agree is over 30 and I'm going to say the don't agree is under 30.
Okay, yeah, sure. We'll
Okay.
just do that.
But we both agree. Like you're allowed to enjoy a theme park every now and then, you know what I mean?
Let me
You're allowed
say
to
something.
you're allowed to work at Disney for 2 summers, you know what I mean?
Let me say something.
Mhm.
I get Disney adults in the terms of like, oh, I'm a Disney adult. I'm an adult who enjoys like Disney. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not gonna
Yeah.
lie. 1 month from today, I will actually be gone, and I'll be at Disneyland in California to go celebrate the 10th anniversary of my favorite movie, Big Hero 6. I love Baymax. He's literally love of my life, light of my life. Um, but I don't think that makes me like a Disney adult. To me, like Disney adults are the ones like it's almost like the Disney vloggers. Like they have to be the first in line. They have to be the
Mhm.
first to do this and that. And like I get it. Like Disney is like very like it's safe.
Yeah.
You know what I
When
mean?
I think Disney adult in like the more ruder sense of when people say it, I imagine
Yeah,
like you said, vlogging, their wardrobe is essentially only
Disney.
Disney themed. Um they have like an like a crazy amount of like lounge flies plus ears plus spirit jerseys, like that kind of stuff.
Mhm.
Lynn, Lynn, why are you looking around the room like that?
I was just thinking I do have 2 bins full of ears, and then have about, like, I wanna say 5 or 6 spirit jerseys.
Holy shit. Okay. Well, I think it's like, or no, you know what takes the cake?
What?
It's like crying at the fireworks or crying at character interactions. You like Baymax though, so I'll give you that exception.
I do. He means a lot to me, so
Okay, over under 30. Yeah.
damn.
28. Androids. See, this is how you know this is an early 2000 quiz because fucking androids is like
Yeah.
so like such an old thing.
I got something to
Like as in
say.
people hating androids. What? What's up?
I had an Android. I was an Android girly until, like, spring of last year,
Hmm. What
and
changed?
I don't know, I just really wanted an iPhone because I was sick of the camera quality on the Android.
Okay.
And if you go back through my Instagram and you look at my old post, you can tell the Android quality is
That's that
definitely there.
Samsung quality.
Yeah.
See, I would like Samsung if it had um like the iPhone quality of like a
Yeah.
camera. I think everything else works. I don't see any other issues.
I don't have a problem with people using Androids.
See, these are the people that are like religiously using Apple products.
Yeah.
That 27%.
They're gonna line up first in line for the new iPhone. Camp out 3 days before.
Bazinga. The Big Bang
Bazinga!
Theory. Okay. See again, they're using this because they're not even mentioning Young Sheldon. And did you see they're making a sequel series?
No, I've never seen this show, and I've never seen Young Sheldon. Like, I'm out of
Okay,
the
so
loop.
obviously this is all like I think they're grad, like they're PH or masters people, like they're doing
Okay.
research. And then the only one is her on the
Yeah.
side. She's I think a waitress. I think that's what it is. Oh, and then he's an engineer.
Oh, so he's you.
Don't say that when he has that haircut. I had that haircut as a kid and I refuse to go back to it ever
I
again.
need to see that.
Nope. And basically, what happens is, this show happens. It has its seasons,
Yeah,
and then Sheldon, his character gets like a prequel show of when he was a kid and him growing up.
right.
And then when that show ended, they did his brother
Okay.
and his wife. I've only seen like a teaser of it because it's only like recently about to come out. But I
Interesting.
think hating on Big Bang Theory is the dumbest thing ever.
I mean, I've never watched it, so I don't really have input, but I think, like, hating on something is just kinda
Oh fuck no, no, no! Pineapple does not belong on pizza.
I like
Lindsay,
I like it sometimes. I have to be in the mood for
oh,
it.
no.
I have to be in the mood for pineapple pizza. Like, it's not that bad. It brings a little
No,
bit of tanginess. Strawberries on pizza are a no-no.
that's not a thing.
Yes, it is. I swear it's a thing in, like, Norway.
It's not a thing.
Oh my goodness.
You're
Okay,
gaslighting me.
we can say I don't agree on this one.
No, I wanna strawberry on pizza.
Strawberry on
Let's
pizza.
let's pull this bad boy up.
It's real for real.
Strawberry basil and balsamic.
That actually sounds really good.
Huh?
Oh, that with goat cheese. Oh, that would be bussin'.
Anyways, a dessert pizza makes sense in that context.
Yeah.
No, I've never heard of balsamic with strawberry.
Oh, that's a common thing.
Where?
They sell like salads here at Publix that's like balsamic and strawberries and spinach and blueberries and then like goat cheese or blue cheese with candied walnuts. It's like really good.
What? Uh-huh. What? Like
Not like
this?
with avocado. Like something like that. And it had like balsamic like dressing. It'd be really good. Oh, was
No
that
way,
the
people.
end?
That was the end of it. Yeah.
Dang.
There was 19. I saw that on your list. You mentioned what percentage yapper are you?
Yeah. Should we do
Are
that? Sorry, I can't stop.
you someone that can't stop oversharing? Yes.
Yes.
Do you always have a story to share?
Yes.
Yes. When the Starbucks drive-thru barista asks you what you're doing today, do you tell them in full detail? No.
No.
Oh, you don't?
No.
I feel like that's like social anxiety taking over where I'm
I
like, "Oh,
can't.
I'm going to the office." And then I like don't know what else to say.
Yeah.
It's kind of awkward too because it's like I'd rather you just close the window on me. I don't
Yeah. Just give me my
it's
stuff.
it's nothing against you. I just am socially anxious.
There's like this new drive-through coffee place that opened, and I remember I went to the gym and then afterwards they just opened. So I got like a latte and some donut holes, and the lady was like talking to me while I'm waiting on my drink. She's like, "Oh, what are you up to today? Like, where'd you go today, like this morning?" And I was like, "Oh, I just came back from the gym." And it's like I'm getting donut holes and coffee.
You're offsetting the gym workout.
Yeah.
Nice.
Nice.
Um, do you tend to turn small talk into deep conversation?
I
What
think it
constitutes small talk and what constitutes a deep conversation?
I think it depends on the person. I feel like if it's a stranger I just like I'm like in a waiting room with or something, I'm not gonna like deep convo with them. But if it's like my friends and then we just kind of make a joke and it kind of snowballs, yeah. Yeah.
But I think that takes a long time to make small talk turn into a deep conversation.
That's true.
So
Because there's
so
a transition period.
yeah. So as like an average, what would you say?
Probably say no.
Okay. Do you love to talk on the phone?
No.
It's honestly not. It's nice if you ask me.
I prefer texting.
Then you get your texts like confused with one another, and then if you have a different thought, you kind of like interrupt it
Yeah.
all. And it's kind of hard because if you react to something, then it's awkward to say like, "Oh, what were they referencing?"
Yeah. That's true.
And you know what I tend to do with my friends?
What?
We will do the reply option. So there'll be a chain of one thought, but then if you look at the normal like conversation, it's like this conversation, and they like overlap with one another. It looks
Uh-huh.
so awkward.
Oh, that's awkward.
Shit.
I guess we can
I
say
mean,
yes. I like FaceTime.
but do you FaceTime
Does that
often?
count?
Yeah?
What?
Do you FaceTime often?
I mean, sometimes.
Your audio cut out, so I
Yeah, no, you cut out too.
this is gonna
I
be
mean,
fun in the post.
yeah, yeah, I definitely like FaceTime, but I feel like I only FaceTime one person, so it
Oh, okay.
doesn't really matter.
Well, okay, so then use that as a base. With that person, would you rather talk on the phone or would you rather text them?
Yes,
Okay.
both.
Do you love going into tangents? Yep. Because if I need to rant about something, I need to just let it out.
Yeah. No, definitely same. I think my issue is like someone brings up a story and then I'm like, wait, 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 let me tell my story too. Because like their story reminds me of like my story, if that makes sense.
Mm,
So it just kind of
yeah.
snowballs.
It's like one word that they say, and you're like, oh, I gotta dish something out.
Yeah.
Do you word vomit out in-depth side details about things you
Guilty
did
as
or people in a
charged.
story?
Yes.
Do? What does that mean?
So like remember how I send you voice memos sometimes about something that like really annoys
Mm-hmm.
me and I just go off
Oh,
and I tell you every single detail?
okay. Okay. So then definitely yes.
Yes.
Have you shared way too many details of your life with random customer service? No.
No.
That's so awkward.
No.
Cuz I've been on the receiving the receiving end of this, and I'm
Yeah.
like, I don't. I'm just
Please
trying to
don't.
sell you soil. I'm trying to sell you soil, man. I'm trying to sell you some mulch. We don't. I'm sorry about your divorce, but like I can't. I can't help with your
Yeah.
divorce, man. Do you regularly talk to your neighbors, even in passing?
No, I try to avoid them.
Really? You just try to avoid them entirely?
Yeah. Like
Jeez.
like if I see them outside, I just kind of like head down. But like the
Hmm.
rest of my family are more outgoing.
Chatty.
I just think it's awkward.
Hmm. I think no, because like it's also just like life is busy, so it's kind of hard to talk just like walking by someone.
Yeah.
Do you often speak up in meetings?
No.
Yes. See,
Ooh.
it's because it's because I want to feel like I'm a part of the team. I don't want people to think I'm just there and I'm trying to avoid it.
Yeah.
So I try to talk to be engaged.
That's fair. You want to make sure they think like, "Oh, he knows what's going on."
Hmm. I mean, wasn't there a few times like doesn't your work have a Kahoot that you guys do and
Mhm.
you've gotten like first in most of them?
Yeah.
Or you've placed at least top 3?
Yeah. We
I
do
think that's
Kahoot.
yeah. So what do you think overall? I mean, you
Um,
don't. How
I'm
often do you if you do speak up in meetings?
I don't. Like all my meetings are on Zoom. I don't unmute. Like I'll say something in chat, like but
Hmm.
even then it's nothing about what's going on. It's like if someone says a joke or something in the chat or it's like it's someone's birthday, I'd be like, "Happy birthday."
Okay. There's
Yeah.
definitely been meetings where I haven't talked, so I think the majority between the two of us is no.
Yeah.
Do you feel awkward if you don't have the last word in a conversation? No.
I mean, sometimes. I think it depends on the context.
But if it's like, see you later, take care, bye man, see ya, bye,
Yeah.
like that's just unnecessary.
Yeah.
Are all of your friends and families in the loop about your dog or cat's health? Yeah.
Yeah.
If you don't know about your pet's health, that's kind of like a shit thing to do.
I run an Instagram page for my cat.
Can we say his name?
Yeah, his name's August, and today's actually his second birthday.
Woo,
Woohoo,
Augie,
Augie!
little man.
He's so cute.
Do you find yourself giving life updates to your hairstylist? Yeah.
No. What?
That's I don't know if it's a male barber thing or
I don't know.
like that's have you never heard of the term like trust your barber?
No.
Like that's the person you can like most rely on. Did
Oh,
you ever read that short story in high school
which one?
about you're a barber. So the perspective is you are the barber.
Okay.
And the man who comes to get a haircut from you regularly is like a general of a different nation,
Yeah.
and you've been tasked with killing him, and because you clean his face, like his facial hair with a
Yeah.
razor blade, you're told to slit his throat.
Oh,
Did you never read this in high school?
no?
It's actually a really well written story because it tells
Read
like the
that.
perspective of like he's anxious, he's sweating, he doesn't want to shake because he doesn't want to cut him by accident, but also he
Yeah.
doesn't want him to know that you're nervous. But then the crazy thing is, as the general leaves, he turns and says, "I'm really proud of you for not doing what they told you to do." So he knew the whole time he was going to get killed, but he trusts his barber.
Dang. That's
It's
good.
it's a great story.
Props to the
I
barber.
I always tell my barber what's going on. I got a haircut in Kingston recently,
Mhm.
and I don't know any barbers in Kingston because I always get
Yeah.
my haircut back at home. And I kind of just like went to the ones that I saw was best recommended, and it was a really nice place. Do you want to know how guy focused this place was?
Yeah.
There was a bar in there. You could get a beer, you could get a cocktail, you could get a whiskey sour, whatever the fuck you wanted.
Wanna go. The beer bar or the hair bar.
Hair bar,
Yeah.
the barber.
Clever. I love it.
I don't know. There's no way you don't talk to your barber or your hairstylist about what's going on.
I'm not gonna lie, I cut my own hair. Like, I got my hair cut about 2 weeks ago, I would say. That was the first time I got my hair cut by someone else in probably, like, 2 years.
Do you ever chat to yourself when you're cutting your own hair?
No, I just watch TV or something.
Fuck. We're like literally 50-50.
I know. You say yes.
How about this? Heads or tails?
Heads.
Ha
This is how I make most life decisions.
You flip a coin.
Yeah,
Can you stand silence in a conversation?
I
I
think it
can.
depends.
I just don't like it.
Yeah, I don't like it. I think if you can stand silence with like the right person, like with your best friend,
Mhm.
with your significant other, sure, yes. But with like just like any friend that you would not feel comfortable or a stranger, I'd be like, no. I always have to keep talking just to fill the silence. Yeah.
Yeah, what percentage yapper are you? Okay. I'll try to make conversation if it goes silent.
Yeah.
Have you actually told the same story multiple times? 100%.
Yes.
It's kind of embarrassing. Do you love to talk and add extra commentary when watching TV and movies?
Yes.
How fucking long? Oh,
Oh.
the sidebar is really small, so I
Yeah.
thought it just kept going, but it's just every additional Buzzfeed quiz.
Man,
Where were we?
right
Do you
there.
often feel the need to clarify or elaborate even when it's not necessary?
Yes.
Do you have full conversation with your pets? As
Yeah.
embarrassingly, yes. And it's kind of funny because my cat will meow back to me and then I'll continue the conversation and she'll meow in a tone that I'm like, yeah, she would be saying
Yeah.
this.
She
Maybe,
understands.
maybe I'm just delusional. Do you know all the gossip from your neighborhood or workplace? No.
Yes.
You do?
Yeah.
I know some of it, so I guess. Last one. Do you talk faster or does your voice get higher when you're excited about something?
Yes. Oh my God, where is my award? Where is our medal? We are 100% certified yappers. No wonder we have a podcast. I'm
Where's
like,
our degrees?
yeah, where's our where's our award? I'm waiting.
We went to Servant Cunton University, mastering and yapping.
I love it.
Where the fuck is our degrees?
Yeah. What did we minor in?
Ooh, minored in shit talking. No, I minored in video editing. You minored
Okay.
in social media research.
Oh yeah.
I
I
think
was
that
gonna
makes sense.
Yeah, I was gonna say nothing. I feel like I do nothing for this podcast. Do you
No,
guys
you
wanna
do.
Yeah,
You got these together.
that's true. I feel like Braden is the backbone of this podcast.
I appreciate that.
You got it.
And you're the pretty bow on the backbone. The
That
fuck?
sounds kind of weird.
See, we have a timer going for how long we've been recording, and it says an hour three, and I know we're gonna cut out some amount of time.
Yeah.
So we could either have this be a short episode ish, or we could do a short quiz if you know one of the other ones isn't too long.
I'm not gonna lie, I've not screened any of these quizzes. I just
Not
like the titles, and I was like, "Ah, let's choose it." Um, but maybe we should give him a short episode to
yeah,
prepare for
okay.
next week's, because next week's episode, I don't think you guys are ready.
No,
No.
it's gonna be a doozy.
Oh,
But we've amalgamated a good amount of quizzes to begin with, so we'll
yeah.
have more for future episodes if this one is favorable or enjoyable.
Mhm.
Um, thank you guys for another week of the Jungle Hour.
Oh, yeah.
And
Stay
Lynn,
wild.
stay wild.